The sophisticated attack by Hamas on the 7th of October, deep inside Israel, was not the first time Palestinian terrorists mounted an operation of such scale, spectacle, and magnitude. Viewers, allow me to tell you the story of coordinated hijacks of 4 airliners orchestrated by the PLO in the year 1970. Remember, Palestine Liberation Organization. And the name of the mission, Operation Hijack Sunday. The aim of the mission? Secure the release of pro-Palestinian fighters being held in prisons around the world. And the plot involved the terrorists to take control, commandeer and hijack 4 aircrafts belonging to Israel, US and Switzerland, and divert these airplanes to an airfield or airstrip in the Jordanian desert. And the government of Jordan and its monarch had no clue that this mission was unfolding within its territory. Only 2 out of the 4 aircraft, however, touched down in Jordan. One aircraft pilot managed to convince the hijackers that the airliner was too big to land on the airstrip in the desert and was promptly rerouted to Cairo, Egypt. Another aircraft safely landed in London because the hijacking was foiled mid-air when the pilot put the plane into a steep nosedive. Thereby, the hijackers lost balance and were overpowered by the passengers, brave passengers, I might add. One of the hijackers on the plane, which was bound for London, was Leila Khalid, who had undergone plastic surgery so as to become unrecognizable, and she was arrested in London. And in response to her arrest, terrorists swiftly seized another British airliner as a replacement and flew to Jordan. So all in all, 3 planes were on the ground in Jordan and a 4th at an airport in Egypt. The Jordanian government was powerless and humiliated. All it could do was condemn the hijackings in principle and surround the site with troops and provide food and first aid. And basically, the government of Jordan was helpless. And owing to the large number of hostages, a raid on the airport or airstrip by special forces was ruled out, as it would have been far too risky and could have jeopardized and endangered the lives of the hostages. And in the parched and hot Jordanian desert, the hijackers forced the captive hostages to remain on the aircraft for nearly a week with no air conditioning. Imagine sitting inside your car with no AC, with the windows rolled up at 2 p.m. in the afternoon in the July heat of Delhi. So inside the planes, the heat became oppressive as temperatures rose to 48 degrees. Then the extremists made their demands. Swiss nationals to be released upon the release of 3 pro-Palestinian Swiss prisoners. The German nationals would be released upon the release of 3 pro-Palestinian German prisoners. The British nationals to be released upon the release of Leila Khalid, who was arrested after the hijack and the failed hijack. The Israeli nationals would be released upon the release of the Fidayeen, the Palestinian freedom fighters languishing in Israeli prisons. And the American citizens, the most prized of them all, would be released when all the above demands were met. And finally, all demands were indeed met, and Leila Khalid also walked free. In return, all the hostages were set free. And as a parting gift, the terrorists blew up the empty airliners.